Today I'll be talking a little about social media and its toxicity. Is social media really toxic? Now, quickly jumping in before we proceed, if you've read this here, I want you to answer one question. Do you find social media toxic? Yes or no? People wanted to connect to other people, know a little about their life as well as know how things are going so that it was easy. It's basic communication at the same time connection towards the other person, and that was the sole purpose of social media, I could say. But you can see as of now that a lot of it has been changed on social media from influencers, people monetizing from the platform. It has actually become a niche that one can create an occupation out of it, which comes under the positive aspect, while we will be also talking about the negative aspect of it. All of us know that mostly our day begin with us scrolling through Instagram or Facebook or whatever that you feel comfortable in. The first thing we do is that. Now, the most common thing we don't realize is when we didn't have all of these, our cycle or the way we lived our life was quite different from how it is as of now. The most common thing that you've found right now when I concentrate on the negative aspect of good and bad is, as much as social media is growing, the technology is increasing, there's work from home, everything's coming on a virtual platform, people can work from this. The small businesses really are looking forward to an online business because this here is a really vast medium for them where they can reach out to a bigger audience. At the same time, the negativity that Instagram or social media, Clubhouse, anything for that matter spreads is quite high. Now let's discuss about that. The first and foremost thing is doom scrolling. A lot of us don't really plan our day. We don't really know what are we going to do for the day, or we don't really have a plan put up out there. But right now, doom scrolling is something that we all do not know that we're doing it. We're scrolling through things. We are on Instagram for hours together. We're watching YouTube. We're on Netflix. That's the whole idea of a social media handle, to have you attracted, and they just want you hooked to them forever. That's how they monetize from it as well. But you don't realize that the amount of time you spend there has become your life. It's your online life. So it's not basically what you do. You don't have anything else to do apart from that. Or you haven't decided, can I do something else apart from this as well? So doom scrolling is something that we all have to reconsider and see, do I want this? Is this what I'm looking forward to? Do I want to spend quality time here scrolling through things? I'm not saying that you are not productive while you're on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube. You should also know what you are gaining from it and how it affects your mood and what it has for your day. Doom scrolling also leads to a lot of hate. Let's consider that you were in a bad mood and now you don't know what to do. You're not analyzing about the situation. The first thing you do is go up on the social media handle, and while you're doom scrolling, you see a certain reel or a post and you don't like it, you go comment down something that's very hateful. Now here, you don't really mean that, okay? You don't really hate the person. You don't even know the person personally. The way to escape from the reality is to skip to social media, and you're not understanding as to how you are also influencing people out there, because your one comment can actually affect the other person's mood. It can ruin the entire day. We also have unwanted discussions. I've seen a lot of memes that say, I usually spend time on social media scrolling through the comment sections to see the drama. But is this anyway helping you? Is this helping you with anything at all? Is it paying your bills, or are you happy with this? How is this helping you in any way? And the only thing we jump into is to let me just spend my time somehow, so let me just do this. So all we are doing here is finding alternative ways to spend our time, but not really in a productive manner at all. And the worst of all that I feel on social media is comparing your life with others. Now this is very important, because let's take in the whole concept of influencers that has come into picture as of now, where a lot of influencers are quite young. They're 16, they're 18, they're 19, some are 22 and stuff as such, 25. Let's consider whatever that you feel is young. You start comparing your life to them and say, hey, I'm of that age, or I'm younger than that person, or I'm older than that person, and I'm not doing anything in life. That is not true. Social media builds up this whole concept of comparing your life to others, which, to be frank, is not true at all. Don't compare your life to somebody you don't even know personally. Everyone's journey is different. You might take some time, and you still have to work a little more than the other person. And it does not mean that the other person has not worked for it. Everybody's life is different from that. When you say, I want to be like you, trust me, every time I get these DMs, the only thing I want you to be is to be like you. We want you, and we do not want you to be like anyone or be like anybody. We just want confident, amazing personality that you have. That is all, nothing else. Jumping into false hope. My sister spoke about this, and while I think it's actually true, social media does give you a certain false hope where you think, hey, if I can go through this, or if I do that, maybe I can end up with that. All that you know and all that you have to constantly work on is yourself, and always believe in yourself. And not just that, you also need to know that whom you're following, what is the content you're taking in, is this positively helping you, is this helping you grow, and does this really affect your life in a better way. This is what you need to concentrate while you're on social media. If you don't like the content of the person and just driving you crazy and brings you negativity every single time, unfollow the person or block the person. It's completely fine. It is okay. You don't have to give a justification to anybody about the same. But it really matters of what is the kind of content you are absorbing or taking in from social media, because this will affect your day-to-day life as well as your moods. So as I told you, escape from reality, I remember brushing it a little. While we are doing something, we don't really let our emotions take in. We don't absorb our emotions. We don't give time for our emotions. We're not crying out loud. We're not feeling happy. The only thing we do is quickly jump on social media to either just to escape from whatever is happening, but make sure that you are in the reality for some time. You just can't skip right away from reality to social media expecting that all the solutions will lie there. Sometimes solutions come from you, and you have to trust yourself, because you are actually someone who can control your life. Online platforms, specifically social media, has become the new form of hate. It's not acceptable if you're hating somebody right on their face. It's the same thing over online as well. Just because one is sitting behind the screen does not give them the authority to go ahead and judge somebody else or put out hate comment. Bullying is also something that has increased drastically with passing time. The whole concept of bullying, people sending hate messages, rape threats, and a lot of it, because social media is definitely the key, where they feel that, hey, I can sit behind the screen and I have this power of doing whatever I want to do, what I would not be able to do when I am sitting right in front of the person and speaking to them. I'm speaking about this is because I myself have found social media toxic, even though I am a content creator on the space. With repeated hate, criticism, or whatever that is, people have the ability to come at you even though you're trying to block them. So let's talk about the ways that you can control over this. Start working on yourself. Take deep breaths and know where you're investing your time. It's okay to put a time limit on the apps. Once you're done using, you are not going to step on it no matter what. Make sure that you're not spending a lot of time there, because you have a lot of other things to concentrate on. Work on your hobbies. You love painting, do that. You love stitching, do that. You love something else, do that. You want to wear up makeup and do a photo shoot, do that. But make sure that your online presence is also monitored in a way where you're not spending a lot of time and you're not letting it control you. Take a deep breath and understand that what's happening on social media is not really true. Most of it, literally most of it, is fake. And all you have to realize is, be real. Just have fun. You go out there and see what is it that you want to consume, and what is it that the people you want to follow and who makes you happy. That's all it matters. If there's even a slightest of negativity coming from a person, an account, or you just don't really like, block it right away. It's okay. Invest time with your family, with yourself. Understand what you like. Give time for your feelings. Just work on yourself, understand your feelings. Give time to heal. And at the same time, don't let social media control you or decide of how you have to be. Just because another person's doing better in life and they've reached there does not mean that you're not doing good. You're doing good. Just in case if nobody has told you. Your baby steps matter. And I love you. I'm not sure if I've made a lot of sense here. I really wanted to speak my heart out, so I'm just keeping it raw. I really couldn't script it. But anyways, thank you so much if you're still here and listening to this. All I could say is, you are someone who is in control of your life. Don't give this to anybody else. It's okay for you to feel whatever you're feeling. But remember, you're not alone in this. I love you. So much love, and more power to you.